Hey, it's Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Today's Monday, it's the 26th, and it is quite a nice day here in northern Michigan. It's 0 degrees, but it's still, and with the sun on you, it doesn't feel too bad. It's real nice because the animals stay asleep longer when it's cold like this. Anyway, I got a quick message today. A few weeks ago, we sent folks on a night's errand to email the Attorney General's office and ask questions. And what we're getting at here, the feral swine thing was actually a property rights thing, and they cloaked it in pig skin, for a better, I don't know how else I could say it, but it was actually property rights because the pigs were my property or are my property, and they sought to take them away from me for various reasons. None of it was constitutional, and we got what they call kind of a carve out. They're not going to come after us, but it's still a sore issue because they will not address it and they won't talk about it. And that was the whole purpose of going to court, was to get this out in the open. And if people that we've elected to high offices are doing things that are illegal, we want that documented. Okay, so that was the purpose, but we're not done. Just because the court thing is over, we're not done. And so we asked that people would email the Attorney General's office and ask simple questions like, is the Constitution the supreme law of the land? I mean, that is a tough question for them to answer, especially if they are violating the supreme law of the land and they've taken an oath to uphold the supreme law of the land. You know, it's a tough one. But under the First Amendment, you have that right. And okay, so what we're doing here in aviation, we call it hitting the press to test button. We're going to test it out. We're going to see what happens, right? I have the right to free speech. I use it. So I'm testing it all the time to see what they're going to do. Are they going to show up here and arrest me and put me against the wall and shoot me? We'll see, I guess. But right now, so far, it hasn't happened. All right, this gentleman is a guy that I've known for a couple of years. And he sent a question to the Attorney General. There was about 15 of you that did, that I know of, that forwarded it to me. And all of the other people that did got a canned response. And it was something like, oh, we get so many questions, hundreds per week, and we can't possibly answer them all. And we take them in the order that we receive them and all that stuff. And we'll get back to you when we can. And this was back at the first of the month. This is still January. And we haven't gotten any responses except this one. And this one gets a pretty good response. And I know that this one went out after the initial ones. It went out way after the one that I put out there anyway. So for some reason, what this man, Greg Groninger, is asking struck a nerve with the Attorney General. Oh, they're the guardian dogs. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. I can't move my... No, you're not going to catch it. A bald eagle just went over. And my guard dogs, my sheepdog... Great example. Great example. They were up there sleeping, but somehow they heard that bald eagle way up there, or saw him. I don't know. They had their nose in the wind. Don't know how they do it. But that's the thing about us sheepdogs. How do we do what we do? It's still a mystery. Anyway, let me get back to this. This guy said that I can use this as I wish. His name is Greg Groninger. He lives in Midland, Michigan, and we were having a conversation about this shenanigans that's going on down in Muskegon. If you don't know about it, the city council down there has decided that people who live in town can't have vegetable gardens. And that's akin to, Goober and Wally and Floyd and Aunt Bee and Opie getting together and deciding what's going to happen, try to take people's constitutional rights away. And you may be thinking, well, it doesn't say anywhere in the Constitution you can have a garden in your yard. No, it doesn't. But the Fifth Amendment does say your life, your liberty, and your property is protected under due process of law. City councils don't make law. And if they think they can, they can't. They just can't. There's no way for them to enforce those laws. That's a subject for another day, but Greg just formed a very short question to the Attorney Generals. And it was a question. He was not requesting anything. He was just requesting a yes or no. The Constitution is very black and white. That's the beauty of it. I mean, it settles disputes. It settles disputes. All right, so I'll read this to you. Greg's question was, is it legal for town council or planning commissions to prohibit vegetable gardens in town? Please answer quickly, as quickly as possible. So anyway, notice at the end of that, he's telling them, he's directing them, I need an answer and I need it quick. So maybe that's the difference, because they work for him, right? We elected the Attorney General. He works for us, right? In my opinion, he's a very poor employee, but that's what we're getting to the bottom of. And here's the response from the Attorney General's office. The Attorney General has asked me to respond to your email seeking advice as to whether a town council or planning commission may prohibit vegetable gardens. I didn't see anywhere in there in Greg's question where he was asking for advice. He was asking for a yes or no. Advice would be like, should I date this girl again? It's, well, she's got this, but she's got this. That's advice. A yes or a no is required of a different type question. And the question would be, constitutionally, can these planning commission people prohibit something that's guaranteed to you in the Bill of Rights? Can they? We just wanted a yes or no. Actually, Greg just wanted a yes or no. So okay, they're going to give a response. By statute, it is the duty of the Attorney General to give opinion upon all questions of law submitted to him by the legislature of either branch thereof, or by the governor, or any other state officer. Reference MCL 14.32. Since private citizens are not mentioned in the statute as among those who may request the Attorney General's opinion, the Office of Attorney General is not authorized to give the opinion you have requested. Okay, this is really cute. They're taking a statute and they're going to use that to run cover for the oath that this man took. Bill Schuette took an oath, I saw him do it, to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. It goes without saying that pertains to the citizens that elected him. The DNR didn't elect him. DEQ didn't elect him. The city council in Muskegon didn't elect him. Right? The citizens elected him. But this guy at his office is saying he don't have to answer the citizens. He's not authorized to answer. Well, I'm calling BS on that. Now, all you sheepdogs out there, there's some more fluff in here, and basically what this guy does is he refers Greg back to the city council. Go ask them, right? It's, just a runaround. But a lot of you sheepdog out there, I want you to sink your teeth into this. I mean, I shouldn't have to say sink your teeth into it. I mean, if you are a sheepdog, tried, true, blooded, this is something for you to sink your teeth in. If you are a sheepdog in training, get in the fray. Along those lines, I know a lot of people, these videos go out way out there. And, we asked people to email the Attorney General's office, and only about 15 people did. And, those are the responses that I got. If you did it and you didn't forward it to me, I wouldn't know. So maybe there was 1,500, I don't know. But I know it's a little outside your comfort zone, and that may be because you think that because you're exercising your First Amendment rights, that somehow there's going to be retribution to you. Well, that would be a clear violation of the First Amendment. So you need not worry about that, and you're just going to have to take it from me because, I know that the Constitution is the supreme law of the land. I know that because we risked everything we had, our lives, our liberty, our property, on that Fifth Amendment, and it came through for us. That's why the Attorney General had to drop the case against us because of the Fifth Amendment. You may have commentators that you listen to that say that the Constitution is dead. They are incorrect. Either that or they're trying to lead you away from the truth. The Constitution is not dead. But if you rely on the court system to use the Constitution, you rely on Goober and Wally and Aunt B to use that, they're not going to. You have to bring that in because it is your Constitution. But this is one of the reasons why you sheepdog in training really need to be speaking to the Attorney General's office about the supremacy of the Constitution of the United States. You need to know deep down inside whether or not it is the supreme law of the land or not. Because if it isn't, then what is? Is it vigilante law? Well, that wouldn't be too good for anybody, especially the people that we've entrusted with our liberty. It wouldn't be too good for them, would it? So it does kind of protect them, but we need to see some results here. We have a Constitution. You took an oath to it. The drums are beating out there, and we need to beat those drums too, that you guys took an oath, and we are going to hold you to it. If you did not, or if you have purposely sidestepped your oath, we will prosecute you, and we will put you in jail, because you work for us, and that's the way it is. We're the boss. Okay, so that's what this is about. We need to get busy on this, you sheepdog. Get to it. Signing out. I think I'm signing out.